you guys are here because of this. The moment the world changed forever. Greg Brockman, who's almost considered to be the pseudo co-founder of OpenAI, just dropped this tweet. It said, just launch ChatGPT, our system which is optimized for dialogue. Try it out now. Before this, ChatGPT never existed, but there is the company that existed which made ChatGPT, which is called as OpenAI. And they had GPT-2 model, GPT-1 model, GPT-3 model, but all of these models were behind a wall of API. So only developers could build products on top of it. This is the time where OpenAI actually built a product which is for consumers, which is for people like us who don't understand tech. I mean, I'm sure a few people understand tech, or people for people like me who don't understand tech but want to leverage the power of AI. And that is what happened when this tweet happened. That is, all of a sudden AI, which was only been accessible to developers, was all of a sudden open for everybody out there. How many of you had heard of OpenAI before ChatGPT had come, or GPT 2.5, GPT 3, before even ChatGPT had come? Just drop a me in the chat, or you can say a no if you hadn't. I would like to see how many aware people do we have here. Looks like a lot of them. Brilliant. Looks like we have a mixed bag of people, but that's the case, right? It was only open to a few people, which were developers. But what happened after this is crazy. When ChatGPT launched, it blew the internet away. In 5 days, it became the fastest app to reach 1 million users. Right now, they claim to have almost 100 million registrations on the app. It's absolutely nuts what ChatGPT has managed to do. While Instagram took 75 days to get to 1 million users, Spotify took 150 days. ChatGPT did that in 5 days. What does that even mean? Why is this important for us? Because AI has been around us for the longest time, right? But when ChatGPT came, the inflection point of AI hit. AI was all of a sudden this product which all of us could use. And that is why this is a true reflection. This is like the biggest hockey stick growth that you'll ever see. In 5 days, an app getting 1 million users. The world stood still and realized AI is here and here to stay. And everything is going to change from now on. Right? So what is the hype all about? What all can this tool ChatGPT do? It can write in debug code. It can automate tasks. It can give you advice. It can generate ideas. It can create content. It can build websites. You can chat with it. You can analyze data. You can practically do anything you want to do with it. And it's getting more powerful every single day. And today, I want to take the opportunity to run you through some insane things this goddamn thing can do for us. It's insane. That's all I can say. Right? So let's look back, right? When mobile phones came in, MP3 players went away. Digital cameras just vanished in thin air. Voice recorders, nobody uses anymore. Wristwatches, everybody wants smartwatches. Though I'm like a old school guy, I like my Casio. And alarm clocks, do you have them in your house anymore? One device came in and tarnished all of them. But that one device helped us to level up ourselves. That one device changed everything for us. And AI has a similar scope of things. You know what? Is ChatGPT going to replace us? This is a question that keeps coming back over and over and over again. Is ChatGPT going to take all our jobs? I want you guys to tell me, will ChatGPT have a crazy impact? What do you guys think? I like how a few people are saying it is already obvious, it will have some impact. So far, yes, everything. Impact, yes, replacement, no. Do you guys want to hear my take on this? Do you guys want to hear my take on this? Somebody is saying marketers will get impacted. My friend, you are as wrong you can get. It's crazy what you can see going forward, right? But here's the thing. ChatGPT is not going to replace you, right? But ChatGPT or generative AI tools like ChatGPT, which is going to come in the future. It could be Bard, it could be ChatGPT, it could be IBM Watson that's coming in. There's so many people. Facebook is building one, Apple is building one. There are going to be a lot of AI tools. But people who can leverage these tools the right way are going to be 10x, 50x, 100x more powerful than the average Joe out there. And they are going to replace you. And I'm sure you've heard of this. AI is not going to replace you, but someone who knows how to use AI is going to replace you. And that is as true as it gets. Because as we spend more time, as the AI is evolving more and more, we are only realizing the fact that initially we thought, oh, content writers are going to get impacted. And then it came to the fact, oh, creative as well. Marketers and a few roles which revolves around creativity is also going to get impacted. And then Codex came in and you saw developers getting paranoid a little. I don't think anybody has got to a point where they'll be replaced yet. But again, right, we started building stuff for developers and started writing code like crazy. Right? As we thought this is the end, ChatGPT dropped something called as Code Interpreter, which we're going to touch base on very quickly today as well. Not everybody has access to it, but using Code Interpreter, data people now are scared of what's going to happen with them, right? So as we progress, there are going to be lots of tools that are going to come in, which will make job of a few people very difficult. Here is what I think will happen, right? If a job needs 10 people, with AI and everything coming in, 2 people can do that job. Now, what will happen because of that? Only a few people will make ridiculously a lot of money versus the rest of them who will have to find alternative roles, because those 2 people will be able to do the job of 10 people using tools like this. And that is what is going to happen according to me. I could be wrong. I want to be wrong. I want everything to be the way it is, but I'm already seeing sides of that. Do you guys agree? I recently saw that, Dropbox laid off 500 people, stating the reason to be ChatGPT and AI, right? There are, I think Accenture, if I'm not wrong, said they are not going to be hiring 16,000 people next 2 years because they think AI can replace all those roles. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the only way to stay out of this is by trying to be the top 2 people. And you can do that by learning AI. And I'm glad all of you guys have taken the step. By end of this, you probably are going to be top tier of the lot for sure. Right now, before we go in, right, I wanted to quickly show you something, a quick flare of what AI can do. There's a very cool tool. I'm going to share the link of these tools as well for you. You can see there's a human being which is looking at us very nicely. I'm going to just ask the same question. What all? Looks like it is. 1 second, guys. Are going to be impacted by AI? Let's say I ask that question. I'm going to click on the send button. This is a nice little chatbot, but with a spin, and you'll quickly see what that means. It's a little slow today, really, but let's give it a couple of seconds. If it doesn't, we're going to move on. But I quickly wanted to show you this as we start today's session. Okay, I'm going to quickly do a refresh, guys, hoping that it will work with refresh. That's what our lives are all about, right? Do a quick refresh, maybe it will start working. Okay, I'm going to leave it as it is and we're going to come back as it works. Looks like it is a little slow today. In fact, ChatGPT is also a little slow today. So I think maybe a couple of servers could be low. And again, it happens all the time because we are in a very early stage of this tech. So it can very much happen that a lot of things will be slow, right? So we will come back as this works, or we're going to try back in some time. But I wanted to show you something really cool as we get started. But that being said, let's get started with the meat of the session, right? A quick disclaimer, all that I'm going to talk today is going to change in a few months as we speak. AI is evolving really fast and it's very, very, very hard to keep up with the pace. Right. So that is something I want to make it very, very clear to start with. And I will try to cover as much as I can over the course of the next couple of hours, but it's impossible to cover everything. Right. Of course, towards the end, also, I'm going to show you about an incredible long form 4-week program that we're building on generative AI. If you guys want to know even more stuff, you can stay back toward the end. I'm going to talk about it. But I will do 100% justice, if not 150% in the next 2 hours so that you can learn the highest possible thing. All right. So that's what I wanted to know. But let's start with something. I just hope ChatGPT is working fine. Right. So I'm going to go and open chat.openai.com. Looks like some servers are slow somewhere, clearly. So I'm going to give it a second for this to load. And as this load, let's say if you wanted ChatGPT to write and launch email for the ChatGPT workshop, what would you ask for it? Let's say you are launching a ChatGPT workshop and you want ChatGPT to write an email for you on what the launch email should be, right? So what kind of email would you write? What kind of prompt would you ask so that ChatGPT can write this for you? Let me know in the chat, guys. What kind of prompts would you ask? What is the prompt that you would like to send to ChatGPT if you want something like this to come out? I'm going to just do a test run for this. I just hope this works. Can you write a launch email for ChatGPT workshop? Okay. You write details. What else? What else? What else could you write? And launch email. Okay. What else could you write? Okay. Create an email for ChatGPT. Write me an email to launch the workshop. Okay. The bunch of ideas coming in my way. Any more ideas, guys? Any more ideas? Okay. Okay. Guys, we are asking for a very specific email here. Okay, you know what I'm going to get? If someone says create a website, that's exactly not what we want to do. Let's say what we are trying to accomplish is we want ChatGPT to write a launch email for the ChatGPT workshop. So what do? I'll say, can you write an email inviting people for ChatGPT workshop? That's what I'm going to ask. And there you go. It starts writing a very cool email and says, dear recipient's name, I hope this email finds you well. I'm writing to extend a warm invitation to an upcoming workshop focused on ChatGPT, an advanced conversational AI platform. As a reader field in artificial intelligence, we believe sharing the knowledge in fostering The workshop aims to provide participants in-depth understanding of ChatGPT workshop. And this is very cool. It says event details, date, time, location. So it is asking you to fill all of this before you send the email. And then it goes on to say, we have crafted, this is all you will learn. We have spent a lot of time, so reserve a spot and you see a nice little email. We just asked it one question, that is invitation. Can you write an email? And this is what AI or ChatGPT came up with. Don't you think this is very cool? How much would you rate this out of 10? Out of 10, how much would you rate this email? How much would you rate this email? All right, that's interesting. That's interesting. Should we level this email up? Should we take it to a notch up? I think it is a great email. Okay. I mean, it's writing much better than me for sure, but take it a level up because that's not what you're here for. You already know how to do this. You can already know what to write and what not to write, right? So let's level this up. I like a few suggestions that are coming in my way, but what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to prompt it in the right way. So this is how most of the people prompt. Like I got a lot of response as well. Few people got it right as well. So good job there. But we're going to do something. Everybody has something to learn from, right? Here is what people prompt and we get an email which is pretty nice, pretty good. This is not bad at all. I would give a thumbs up for this 9 out of 10 times. But I feel it is too long. It is not talking to an audience. It doesn't have a tonality or anything around it. I want it to be nicer. I want it to be 10 out of 10, right? But it can't do the job for me if I ask a question like this. And the reason is there is a difference between a bad prompt and a good prompt, right? This is how a good prompt looks like. Yes, to get a good email from ChatGPT, you have to write something long, explaining it a lot of things. And I'm going to explain you what I just wrote here. Okay, but the reason why we need to write such long prompts is because of this person. He's the one, the reason why we have to write long emails. For people who have already who don't know who this person is, do you guys want to make a guess? Can you guess who this person is in the picture? He is the biggest reason why people are, it says Isha Sharma. Intern, Sundar Pichai, okay, AI, Wolf Gupta. Okay. Looks like a very interesting answers here. Not a real person, AI, Chotu Bhaiya, Vaibhav Susindhi, the younger version, Tariq Zameen Par. Very good. All the people who got it right, good answer. Somebody saying Sam Altman, Akshay Kumar. Okay. Like a few people probably got it or thought about it. Yes, this is an AI generated image for sure, but this person is your intern. ChatGPT is like a genius intern who knows it all. This intern has the highest amount of knowledge you can imagine. This intern has almost read every book out there. This intern has everything by hearted back of his mind when it comes to anything on the internet. This intern has read whole of Wikipedia. So if you ask any question, this intern can answer because this intern knows it all. But you know what? He's still an intern. So your intern can only deliver if you give correct and specific instructions. What do I mean by that? He's a genius intern, but that's about it. If you don't ask him the right questions, he will not give you right answers. For example, let's say you have an intern in your office and you are extremely hungry. Okay, so you want someone to grab a quick food for you because you don't have the time. So there is this new intern and you're like, hey man, do you mind if you can get some food for me because I'm extremely hungry? Your intern will be like, sure, why not? I can get you food for, I can get you some food. Intern goes out, goes to a KFC and buys you bucket chicken, right? Now, your intern doesn't know that you are actually dieting and you're on a low carb diet and you don't want to eat fried stuff. But your intern got you fried chicken. Why? Because you didn't give your intern enough instructions. Instead, if you would have told your intern that, hey intern, what I want you to do is, I'm currently in a low carb diet. So can you get me something healthy? I would prefer a sandwich over anything else, which has a lot of protein, but very less carbs. Then your intern knows exactly what has to be done. Intern knows that you are looking for something healthy, then he'll probably go and grab a sandwich from a Subway or something like that rather than KFC chicken. The difference here is that you gave your intern the right instructions. Garbage in, garbage out. If you want to figure out how AI works, this is one line that you have to remember. You have to ask your AI the right questions in the most specific way so that you'll get the best answers out of it. And that's exactly what an intern will do. And yes, this image is generated by 100% using AI, right? And for that, you have to master something called as prompting. By the way, guys, prompting is a skill that is growing in demand right now. And it is one skill that everybody should know about. Okay. Now, what is this mastering prompting called? I'm going to show you a very nice magic prompt formula. This is a formula which you can follow to come up with insanely good prompts. So try to take a screenshot if you want to. It has 4 parts to it: context, task, instruction, and there's something also called as example and data. And this is like, all of these elements are something called as building blocks of a prompt. Now, there are more than 50 building blocks, which I cannot cover in this session, but I'm trying to show you the top 4 building blocks. All right. Context, task, instruction are 3 most important building blocks. And if you connect all these 3, that is when you get like a great prompt, right? So let's see what a good prompt results in, and then we will break it down, right? So I told you I wrote a long prompt, right? So that's what I'm going to quickly try right now. There you go. I'm going to come here, probably create a new chat, and I'm going to paste it here. Okay. You can see I've written a long ass prompt. We are going to break it down so that you'll understand what this is about. I'm going to click on send and look at this. The email, just look at the email that we are getting right now. Right? Unleash the magic of generative AI, your pathway to unbounded growth. Hey name, are you ready to embark an electrifying journey into the realm of limitless possibilities? Brace yourself, because we are about to introduce you to the fantastic world of generative AI at workshops, at Growth School's most explosive workshop to date, creating all forward-thinking marketers, tech gurus, unleash your creative persona, hacks and tools, the review that blew your mind, and secure your spot, let the magic begin, and emojis, reserve a spot now link, and everything around it. Do you guys think it is 10x better than the last email? Do you guys think it is 10x better than the last email? Drop a comment 10x in the chat. Absolutely. It is probably 50x, 100x better. To get someone, some content writer to write something like this is going to cost you a lot of money, right? But it is able to do it, right? Let's break it down and understand why it works so well, right? Let's jump right in. Number 1 is we started this prompt with the first line where we said, We gave it context that you are an experienced email copywriter who has written for brands like Ogilvy, Uber, etc. Now, the moment we write this line, right, what AI thinks is that AI knows a lot of stuff, right? It cuts everything down and says, okay, I'm an experienced email copywriter. What kind of traits or how does an experienced email copywriter writes? It will look for all those things back of its mind. And then we said, who has written for brands like Ogilvy and Uber? So Ogilvy and Uber has a specific tone of writing, specific style of writing, right? So it's picking up from there and it's building its mind in a way, or it's becoming into a person which is actually an experienced email copywriter. So it's getting all the traits of an experienced email copywriter. So that's the whole point. Your AI can take hundreds and hundreds of roles for you, right? And that is what we set with context. Next, we give it a simple task and we say, write a launch email for the new workshop, Growth School on ChatGPT 101. That's the only thing we had written before. This time, we are doing it differently, right? This time, we are telling it that this is the task. And next bit comes in instruction. Here is where we are asking it to do very specific things. This is the same part where we ask the intern saying, I am currently in diet, so get me a sandwich, right? That's what we are doing here. Make a copy over the top fun and designed to resonate with an audience of 22+ year old trying to figure out the way around ChatGPT. Focus a lot for users who are working in marketing, tech, product, and design roles and how the workshop will be helpful for them. Talk about the other interesting stuff that is covered in this, like hacks, tools, prompt collections as bonuses. 3 elements which were added as instruction. And finally, we also add some data. The data part that we have added here is we say, include a review from someone who said the workshop was a no-brainer. Now, putting all these 4 things together made it a great prompt. Now that you have seen this, and this is what we said, we had context, we had task, we had instruction, and we had given data. Now, when we come back, you can see it followed everything. The language all of a sudden changed. All of a sudden, from being very boring, it says, are you ready to embark electrifying journey? You can see it says, unleash your creative persona, because in the prompt, we said it is for product guys, tech guys, designers. It literally spoke to them saying, this is what the workshop is for. And it also spoke about hacks and tools and prompt collections. You see what it is? Based on the feedback that we gave, it was able, not feedback, based on the instructions that we gave, we were able to get a much better answer. Guys, feel free to take a screenshot here because there will be no recordings provided unless you're paid for it. Here is how a good prompt looks like. This is what I call as a perfect prompt. It has context, task, instructions, and other building blocks like data. Like I said, there are more than 30 building blocks for writing a prompt. It's impossible to cover everything here. Yes, in the big program that we built, we have tried to cover all of them, but I'll try to give you maximum in the session that I can, because if we're going to prompting only, it'll take me 3 hours, right? Moving on, ChatGPT can improve the output further by doing something called as chain prompting, modifying an output, and also refining and checking for edit. What do I mean by that? Let's say I come here, right? Someone actually commented already saying that, Vaibhav, this is good, but it's too long, right? So I can follow up with ChatGPT just like an intern. You asked, you gave very specific instructions to your intern. It was able to come up with all of this. Now you're trying to refine it even more. So let's say if the email was too long, what would you tell your intern? You would be like, can you make the overall email shorter and crisper? And that's what I asked. And look at this. And all of a sudden, it is trying to make it shorter and crisper for me. Right? That is the beauty of this. I don't know how much shorter and crisper it made to do. So let's say if I'm not happy, I can even prompt it more. Make it even shorter. If you're not happy, you talk to it till you are completely happy. And there you go. It is trying to crisp it and crunch it even more. You can see it has come much shorter than the first one. The first one was really, really long. And now we have a much more crisper version. So you can do it as much as you want. Now, I want to add some more instructions to it, okay? I want to make this overall thing to add some sarcasm, add some more emojis. And I don't want any sentence to be longer than 200 words. So there you go. I would say add some emojis, add some sarcasm, and I'm giving it more instructions. And there you go. You can see it has started to add more emojis right now than it did. And it's probably adding some sarcasm as well on top of that, where it says, You can see this, ready to unleash mind-bending creativity with generative AI. Join Growth School's epic workshop and blast your growth to stars, right? And there you see everything the reason is for. And look at this. Hey, don't take our words. Adam said this, and you can see this. It is going on and on, taking in all the feedback and, giving you a much crisper answer. Now, let's say I want to add a variation of this. This is great for me, but I want a different variation for all the tech people. So let's say at Growth School, when I want to send an email, I want to send this email to different cohorts of users. I want a different version of this email for marketers, different version of this email for tech people, different version of this email for data people, and so on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say one more follow-up prompt to this. I'll say, make a variation for tech audience. Add some tech references and jokes only techies will understand. So there you go. I'm going to hit the enter. And you can see all of a sudden, a lot of things are changing. Prepare to rap speed creativity with generative AI. Join Growth School, Bite Me, B-Y-T-E, Bite. Tech guys, I hope you got the reference. Right? And you can see calling all the tech wizards, code singlers, and algorithm aficionados. I don't know what that means. This workshop is for your interstellar ticket to stay light years ahead of computers and digital galaxy. You see how it is talking all in coders language. Say goodbye to syntax errors. Say hello to cosmic creativity. It is crazy what it was able to do just with that. The workshop is specially engineered for tech rock stars like you who know their bits from their bytes. Whether you're a seasoned developer or just booting up your coding journey, this workshop will send your skills to rap speed. Wow. Don't you guys think now all of a sudden we have 100x email? If you guys think so, drop 100x in the chat. From 10x, by giving it follow-up, where we able to do 100x. Now, if somebody thinks it overdid, you can always say, can you reduce the amount of reference? You can always say that, right? Come on, guys, show some energy. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. The only way I know that you guys are active on the other side is if I look at your chats. So I want you guys to interact a lot with me via chats, right? I'm sure for people who have seen this, has your email writing changed forever? Are you ever going to write an email by yourself anymore in your life? I'm using the free version, that is the GPT 3.5. That is the beauty. Yes, humans will take days and days to write this. Awesome. Should we move on? Let's move on, right? Beautiful, guys. We're going to take the questions towards the end, not right now. Like I said, I have a lot prepared. I want to go with the flow for that, right? So that's how you come up with some great content to come out of ChatGPT. I hope now that you know this, you're better than other 90% of the people who think they know ChatGPT and they've used it all and they understand everything about it, right? With that being said, here are a bunch of prompting techniques. There are things like chain of thought prompting, tree of thought prompting, fill in the blank prompting, perspective prompting, comparative prompting, RCG prompting, constructive critic prompting, ask before answering prompting. There are a lot of these prompting styles which can give you even better results, right? But there are a lot of research papers written about this. You can go and read about them to understand how you can prompt well. But I want to cover everything, but we don't have time. So I'm just going to talk about this. So just for writing good prompts, you can spend good 3-4 hours to master it. And if you master it, you will be truly the top 1%, right? With that being said, let's move on. But there is one thing that is very important for you guys to know. ChatGPT doesn't always get it right because it has a lot of restrictions. One of them is for how long does it have data of? Let's say I ask a very simple question to ChatGPT, that is, who is the CEO of Twitter? Okay, let me just ask that question. I've already written these questions. If I ask this question, it says, as per knowledge cutoff, the CEO of Twitter was Jack Dorsey. However, please note that executive positions can change over time. So I recommend verifying current CEO by checking reliable sources from official Twitter website, right? That basically means ChatGPT doesn't have access to the most realistic information that happened. After September 2021, ChatGPT doesn't know anything about anything. It doesn't know Paras Agarwal came in and then Elon Musk bought over the company and then someone else became, I think Linda or someone became the CEO of Twitter very recently. It doesn't know any of this information because its knowledge is cut off till 2021. It also does a lot of things So, you know, you can definitely fact check it. For example, if I say, who is the CEO of Twitter? Only answer if you are sure, right? Then it will slightly change the prompt. Again, right, you can see this. It slightly changes the question, saying cut off at September 21, Jack Dorsey as the CEO of Twitter. It doesn't know the question. It doesn't know the answer. So it can't do anything about it, right? So here are some limitations of ChatGPT that you need to know. One, it is trained till 2021 of September. Two, it can only generate about 2,000 words, not even 3,000 words in most of the cases. More than that, it can't generate at one go, right? Three, it doesn't remember anything. What do I mean by that? It will only remember what we are speaking in this chat. If we go back to a new chat and ask for the reference about a different chat, it will not remember. So ChatGPT only has the memory of the conversation that you have right here, right? If you go to a new chat, it will not remember what you speak in the other place. And there's one more big problem with all these large language models. That is, it does something called as hallucination. Now, what is hallucination? It just makes up stuff out of thin air if it doesn't know something. Let's say you ask a question and it doesn't know about it, and you're asking a question, something which is very like basic, then it will just make up stuff in a way that you will believe it, that it is true. But in a lot of cases, it is not true. It's called hallucination as well. ChatGPT 3.5 is almost 80% accurate. ChatGPT 4 is around almost 92% accurate, but nothing is 100% accurate as of now. So it can make up a lot of stuff as well. So be very, very clear about this. But these are the quick limitations of ChatGPT. But before I go on, right, what if I told you that the way use tech today is no more around typing? We talk, we send voice notes, we get on calls, we do video calls and everything around it. But ChatGPT cannot do it till now. What if I told you that you can actually have a ChatGPT power on, let's say, WhatsApp? Just doesn't allow me to search. Okay, so let's see if this works out for me. So we at Growth School actually built something very cool. I'm going to quickly show that to you. Do you guys want to see that? Drop a yes, yes, yes in the chat, and I'll show you something cool. All right, all right, all right. By the way, you cannot buy it yet. We are still working with our very core community to make this product better. I'm just loading up WhatsApp in the backend as we speak about it. So we actually built a WhatsApp bot. We call it Growth School Intern, where you can literally talk to ChatGPT on WhatsApp, ask any questions that you want, and it will be able to answer all the questions that you want, right? So I hope you guys can see this. Okay, I think there is something off here. So let me try to pull that in again. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. Okay, I hope you can see this now in a small window. I don't want you to see all my chats. So that's the Growth School one. This is the chatbot that we are trying. You cannot try it yet, FYI, but let me show you. Let's say I want to say, right, and I'll just ask the same question, right, that we asked before. Let me just copy this and I'm gonna just paste it. This is write a launch email for the new workshop of Growth School on generative AI. And there you go, I send it across. And it says typing. So it's basically typing it out. It takes a while because it's typing. You can see this is all powered by AI, guys. That is the OpenAI model that is ChatGPT is built on top of. It is still a little buggy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it breaks. So we're still working on it. Let's give it a couple of seconds. Okay, let's ask a simpler question. I don't know if it got stuck. Write a tweet on AI. Let's see if this works out of the box here. It could be facing a downtime. Like I said, OpenAI's a lot of APIs are going through a downtime. Oh, there you go. I'm sorry, I didn't wait it out. It is a little slow and it gave up both the answers at once. Sure, here's a sample and it gave me nice little email. Of course, I can prompt it like we did right now, and we can make it better. And also it gave me a tweet. Now, the beauty is I can just talk to it with my voice. Can you give me one more example of a tweet? So I just dropped a voice note. Again, guys, it's in beta, so give it some time. So I sent a voice note. 9 out of 10 times it understands my voice, and it will understand your voice as well. So there you go. Here's another tweet on AI, right? So now all of a sudden you can send voice notes to AI. It will read your voice notes and will be able to answer your questions. Do you think this is cool? Drop a boom in the chat if you think this is cool. What you just saw is cool. We will let you guys know once this comes out and you can buy it. Not as of now, you can buy it today. It's limited to very, very few people who are part of the main cohort, right? So there you go. Brilliant. Is a voice not stored? Well, it goes through a Google API where it is encrypted. So don't worry about it. Now, moving on, I just wanted to quickly show you that. Right. With that being said, let's move on. Now, I want to show you a very cool tool which can create content like a pro. Now, you know that ChatGPT can also create a lot of content. I've already told you that. But, you have to write prompts and all that stuff for you to get ChatGPT to do really good job with content. But, the best part about all of this is that you can use specialized tools which can generate content, and one of them is called as Simplified.ai. It's a very cool tool. We use it at Growth School all the time over ChatGPT because it has base prompts ready. So you don't have to write prompts like become an expert at this, become an expert at that, write it like this, write it like that, and all that stuff, because it can do a lot of stuff in the right way. So let me go to social media and let's see if it can come up with a tweet, right? Or YouTube short scripts, or let's say YouTube video description or a video outline. This is cool. Okay. I can write a YouTube video outline. So I'm going to click on this and let's see what it can come up with. So it has already done a base prompt in the back. So it always will generate much better outputs in this case, right? So it's asking here for a title. The title will be AI. I will say AI versus jobs. Okay. I don't know what it will understand. You can also say number of results you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For this example, I'm just going to say 1. So it's faster. Level of creativity, you want it to be creative or very repetitive and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to click on generate. That's all. There are already blocks, around 50 to 60 templates ready. All you have to do is go and hit an enter and enter your prompt, and it will be able to give you something. You can see it gave me a very short outline. Introduction, how AI is affecting jobs, the future of AI and jobs, and what can it do to mitigate the impact of AI of jobs. Now, I can take this line and expand this on my front as well. In the same way, it can do a lot of stuff, right? Let's go back to templates again. And let's go back to, let's say, social media again. Let's say we want a YouTube videos short script. Again, let's say I want a short on Indian startups. Again, I'm not giving it a lot of reference, so it's a very, very, very bad prompt. But let's say I make it imaginative and I click on generate, and off the fly, it will create a very cool YouTube short script for me, right? On Indian startups. Ideally, I should give it a more context. You can see it is acting as a roll up as well. It says INT woman. You get the point, right? So very cool tool. If you want to create content like a pro, you can definitely check out Simplified. It has a free version, so you can play with it. And of course, if you like it a lot, you can pay for it as well. With that being said, let's move on. Right. Guys, before we move on, can I take 3 to 4 minutes to quickly introduce myself for those people who still don't know me, or for people who are intrigued by Cam, because I realized I've been speaking for almost 40 minutes, but I didn't really introduce myself. Is that okay? Drop a yes or okay, and I will quickly do that. Thank you, guys. You've been very kind. Thank you so much. And if you're not okay, you can probably quickly go and take a break as well, right? I'll wrap this up in 3 to 4 minutes. Now, this is who I am. My name is Vaibhav Sisinti. Like you can see, I probably look much better in the picture than in reality, thanks to the photographer. I'm father to this beautiful girl. Her name is Phoebe. She's also my chief cuddling partner, right? I did my schooling in the small town called Barampur. My parents are still there. It's a small town in Orissa. I did my schooling from St. Vincent's Convent School, Barampur. Not sure how many of you guys are from Orissa here. Any Orissa people here? I can read, write, and speak Oriya. right? So that is what it is. Barampur, that's good to see that there are few people from Barampur as well. This is St. Vincent's Convent School. By the way, I come from a Telugu family. So నాకు తెలుగు కూడా బానే వచ్చు. So I speak two Indian languages, actually three Indian languages: Telugu, Oriya, and Hindi. And of course, I can speak English as well. So any Telugu people out there, ఎలా ఉన్నారు మీరందరూ? బాగా ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తున్నారు అనుకుంటా. Awesome. Great to see all of you people there. And of course, Hindi भी बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से बात करता हूँ मैं. And English and little bit of Spanish maybe because I spent some time. But again, I've been a horrible student all throughout my life. Yeah, I understand a little bit of Bengali as well because of Oriya, right? Okay, I'm going to get distracted right now. Okay, I've been always a horrible student. I studied in an ICC school where we were taught Shakespeare, the name of English. I don't know, are there any ICC students here from India? India has a ICSE board and they teach Shakespeare in the name of English, and it's painful, right? So it's very hard to get good scores for all the ICSE people out there. So my report card used to look like this: 47%, 46%, 48%, so on. So I would barely pass my exams. But you know, pretty much I hated education all the time, right? But I loved learning. This is how I used to clear my exams with help of my friends. By the way, I started my first startup when I was 19 years old. I started something called as Discovering Android. You can see the skinny kids wearing the black shirt. That's me. That was 11. That was like 12 years back. It's crazy. Time has flew. Second startup, by the way, this startup got banned by Google because we were teaching people how to hack Android. And Google was like, not cool, bro. Because Google owned Android, right? And they banned us from the internet per se, right? Next startup that I started was Crazy Heads. And in Crazy Heads, it did really well. We pretty much scaled the startup with to a good extent. We ran that for 4 years. This is the team. By the way, I studied in this college called as Geetham University. So if you're assuming that I'm from some fancy college, I'm not. Tried to get into an IIT, tried to get into an NIT, didn't make it to any of them, got into a very regular college in Visakhapatnam called as Geetham University. This was the team then. We had a lot of fun building it, won some awards as well. After that, I joined this startup called as Uber, which today is a massive company. I was one of the first few employees of Uber back in 2015. That's Travis Kalanick, by the way, who was the CEO and founder of Twitter. Ran here for 4 years and then worked with something called as Klook as well for 1 year, where I got laid off because of the pandemic. And then I started Growth School, right? I've given a Josh talk, which has over 1 million views right now. Been featured in a bunch of places. You can just Google my name. Worked with more than 100 brands. And then started post-pandemic when I got laid off. I got laid off from Uber first, then got laid off from Klook as well, purely because of market conditions. And I said, screw it, let's build something. Started Growth School. Recently raised $5 million for it from some marquee investors. And here we are doing a job of my dreams, right? That is running a very big company, which is driving an impact. And I hope you guys are having a good time learning from Growth School. Is that the case? Drop a yes in the chat. That'll be very nice. Awesome. Looks like a lot of people have already taken a lot of programs from Growth School. So good to know. Good to see all of you people here. Well, that's me, guys. And the reason why I quickly introduced is because I think that a lot of us, and the reason why we started Growth School as well, is because of the fact that, you know, a lot of people said, if you're not from a big city, if you're not from a big college, if you have not done something, if you're not a great student, it's very hard for you to do well in your life. I think I did okay. And so will you. Just be at it. If this will help a couple of people are feeling demotivated because of what has happened in the past, it should not be the case, my friend. The future is fully in your control. And with AI, your life is limitless in some form or fashion. So I hope that helps, guys, at least for a few people. Well, that's me. Sorry if I took 30 cents more, but I hope it helped a few here. Awesome. I have something really cool to share with you people as well, or with everyone that are here in this program. Do you want access to some awesome resources curated by the best people? How many of you want access to 50 powerful prompts, which you can copy and paste it into ChatGPT for free? Drop a me in the chat. How many of you want 50 powerful prompts? All right. Looks like almost everyone wants it. But if I will give this to you for completely free, but I want you guys to do something for me in return. It'll take you 2 to 3 minutes for you. Now that you have ChatGPT, it'll be even faster. And that is, if you are enjoying the workshop, right? If you're liking the workshop or not liking the workshop, I don't care, whatever that is, however you feel of the workshop towards the end of the workshop, all I need is I want you to make one LinkedIn post quickly, or one tweet, or one Instagram story quickly. Talk about what did you learn in this workshop. If you liked it, didn't like it, be very fair, be very frank. If you didn't like it, say the workshop was the worst workshop ever. It's fine. Tag me, tag Growth School, and make sure you put this link in your chat or in your tweet or in your post or in your comments or anywhere. This is the barter that we have. This is all we need from you. After you finish the workshop, write your review on a LinkedIn post or social media post and tag me and tag Growth School. Also share this link so that other people can join this workshop. And in return, for anybody who has done this or taken effort for us, I will give you all of those things for free. Sounds like a fair deal? Drop a comment fair or drop a comment deal in the chat. It'll take you 2 to 3 minutes and I'll give you all these resources. And for you to do this, towards the end, we will, my team will send a form to you. You have to fill that form and we will send you over in a week's time. Okay. All you have to do is give me we will share the form link towards the end where you can put the link of the social media post that you made and my team will send it back to you. We will send you the form link over email with all the links that are covered today in the workshop as well. And also we will send you all the prompts that I was typing in. I will send you all that prompts so that you can try it yourself as well, all for free, right? So make sure you have registered with the right email. That's all we want from you, right? Also, guys, these are a few ideas you can take. If you're taking notes, you can simply click a picture of it and post it on your LinkedIn, right? You can talk about the overall screenshots, that the one which you like the most, right? Or you can simply share some takeaways as well. Whatever you're comfortable with, feel free to do that. With that being said, should we explore some more powerful examples of ChatGPT? Should we explore some more powerful examples? Drop a comment. Let's go. I want everybody in this chat to open up because we're going to get into some serious stuff right now. So if you guys are sleeping, it's time to wake up. Let's go in the chat. I'm going to wait for almost everybody to drop it in before I get started. I'm going to give you the time to do it. All right. Loving the energy, guys. Loving the energy. So let's get right in. Okay. Number one, how many of you would like to see this? How many of you are job seekers who would like help for someone to interview them, or like you want to do mock interviews, someone who can grill you in an interview so that you can much better prepared when the real interview happens? Do you want ChatGPT to do that? Drop a yes in the chat and I'll show you something that will blow your mind. All right, let's bring that on. Guys. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't work. So FYI, okay. So I'm going to go to new chat on ChatGPT. Again, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So fingers crossed. So this is the prompt I write. Please assume the role of an interviewer for product lead position. Now I can change this to anything I want. I can change this to, let's say, digital marketing lead position or digital marketing manager, whatever the role is, you can put that here and it will work for you. You just have to change this text. I will be the candidate and we will engage in a conversation with you asking interview questions one at a time without any explanations. We'll begin with my greeting hi and continue the interview as I answer your questions. That is the prompt that I want to send. So let's send that and see what happens here. And there you go. It is not asking all questions at once. It says interviewer, that is ChatGPT's role, and says, hi, thank you for joining us today. Let's get started with your interview. Can you tell me a bit about your background and experience in digital marketing? I will say, yes, 15 years experience. I'm going to be a rude candidate here. Did you not check my resume? There you go. Interviewer, I apologize if it seemed like I hadn't checked your resume. I had reviewed your application, but I would like to hear more about your experience directly from you. Could you provide some highlights of your 15 years of experience in digital marketing? And you basically have to write all your highlights. I helped Uber to grow. Again, right? Whatever you write, ideally you should write what you usually say in your interview. I scaled Klook and many other things, whatever. So I'm going to just send an enter right now. I don't want to waste time typing everything. There you go. It says that's impressive. Could you help me elaborate your specific contribution in helping Uber grow and scaling companies like Klook? What strategies and initiatives did you implement that led to your success? I will say creative campaigns, just making stuff up. Ideally, I'm sure you'll not talk to your interviewer like this. You will be more expressive. So you can probably try this on our WhatsApp thing. So you can drop voice notes. That sounds interesting. Can you provide some examples on creative campaigns? You see how ChatGPT is digging into everything that you're asking. These are the kind of interviews that are hardest to crack. These are considered to be a very difficult interviewers where they're trying to get to nail of it. So you cannot fake anything. They will get to the T of it. And ChatGPT can do this for you all day, all night. And you can also change this to saying that assume the role of a digital marketing manager position. And here you can add, make sure the questions are very, very hard. Things like that, it will change everything for you. And ChatGPT will become your interviewers. Guys, do you think this is insane? Drop a comment insane in the chat. Drop a comment insane in the chat if you think this was insane. You all of a sudden have a ChatGPT interviewer. How cool is that? Right? Awesome. The next thing that I want to quickly talk about is interviewer got replaced. Doesn't happen like that. Okay. The next thing that I want to talk about is ChatGPT can summarize anything like a pro. Let's say you want to read a lot of articles. You want to be on top of your game. Let's say you're a startup founder. I'm going to make an example here. And you're a startup founder who's building an edtech company. And you want to know every time there's a startup that is getting funding, you want to read about it and you want to see what they're doing, what they're not doing. So let's say Growth School just got funded. Okay. And there's so many articles come in and you don't have the, time to go through every article. So there you go. You go to Growth School News and let's open this article. I think it'll be capped. So let's open the first one. Let's say you come across this article and this is a very, very long article and you don't have the patience to go through it. Right? So what will you do? You can simply copy the whole text, okay, of the article. There you go. I will copy this, go to ChatGPT, create a new chat, and I will just say, what do I say? Let's say I will say, okay, I just copied it. If you can see this, whatever I wrote, and I will write a nice little prompt, right? This is a prompt that I've written, where I'm saying, summarize this for me in 5 pointers and tell me what are your thoughts about the scope of Growth School. You're not thinking, you're asking AI to do the job for you. You're saying, summarize the whole article for me in 5 points and tell me what are your thoughts about the scope of Growth School. And when I hit the enter button, and there you see, the summary is being built like magic. Growth School, a community-driven live edtech platform in Bangalore, has secured $5 million in funding. The Indian edtech industry is experiencing significant growth. The numerous startups are catering to this space, blah, 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 all of that. It has gone through the whole thing and it has summarized. And not just that, it has also given you thoughts. It says Growth School seems to be well positioned to capitalize on growing demand for upskilling and all of that. Now, what has happened when we fed the whole article here is it has not even given summary, but it inside of this window knows about the whole article. So if I can ask any follow-up question I want, for example, I want to check, is Elon Musk investor in Growth School? I'm going to click a send and let's see what it says. It says there is no information provided in the given text about Elon Musk being an investor in Growth School because he's not. I would love to have him as an investor though. Let's say, who is the founder? That I want to ask. Who is the founder? Let's see if we can pull it out. It's going to take a while because it's going through it. And like I said, today it's a little slow. There you go. The founder of Growth School is Vaibhav Sisinti. It was able to answer the question I want. If I go to a new question, new chat, right? And I ask the same question saying, who is the founder of Growth School? You see this? It doesn't have any idea who the founder is because it doesn't have the information. But here it was able to answer because this blog article that we just posted inside of Growth School maybe has that info, right? So you can ask any follow-up questions that you might have by just simply pasting that piece of content inside of this. Now here is the crazy bit, right? Like ChatGPT or OpenAI has slowly started to roll out GPT-4 features, right? And it has a new feature right now saying browse with Bing. what this feature could do for you. If I select this, only this is for Plus users, guys, by the way, so far. And you have to enable this from the backend, and not everybody has access to it yet. But because we are Growth School, we try to give you the most cutting information so that you can leverage them when it comes live for your Plus account, right? If I ask the same question right now, saying, I go back and I say, who is the founder of Growth School? There's a good chance it might be able to pull it off because it has access to the internet right now. You can see it says browsing the web. If I open this, it is literally telling me what it is saying. It's saying searching Bing for Growth School founder, reading content, viewing, browsing, and it was able to answer the founder of Growth School is Vaibhav Sisanti. The access of internet, because ChatGPT is powered by Bing search, which is a competitor of Google search, it is able to answer questions all of a sudden, even by searching for the internet. But for this, you need a paid version. And if you don't want to pay for the paid version of this, there is one more tool that you can use, and that is called as Bard. Google Bard is a competitor of ChatGPT. Now, is it as good as ChatGPT? Not yet, but it is free. So you can play with it, and this has access to internet as well. For example, if I go ahead and ask the same question, who is the founder of Growth School? For the free version of Bard, it should be ideally be able to answer this question. And this is powered by Google search and not Bing search. And you can see this, it gave me a lot more information. The founder of Growth School is Vaibhav Sisanti. He's a growth hacker, It also gave the backstory about it, and all this for free. How crazy is that? Again, there's one more thing as well, which is called as Bing Chat, which also has access to internet and is powered by ChatGPT in the backend. But we're going to talk about this slightly later, right? But because of this, something cool can happen. Because it has the power of this, with Bard, I don't even have to copy paste the content. Let me just quickly refresh. So it goes away. I can just say this. Right? I'm going to just paste the link of the URL. Again, I'm not 100% sure if this will work or not. This time I didn't copy and paste the content. I'm going to just paste the article, and I'm going to just add this line in the beginning. Okay, so just let's copy this just for to be sure. And I'm going to paste this. And that's what I say. Summarize this for me in 5 points and tell me, what are your thoughts about scope of Growth School? And this time I didn't copy paste, but I actually shared link of the URL, just like we did for ChatGPT there. And there you go. It was able to go to this article and do the whole job that we wanted to do without even copy pasting it. Just gave it the URL and Bard was able to do it. And you can do something similar with ChatGPT as well. If you have the paid version, that is, if you go to chat, if you have the paid version, GPT-4, browse with Bing, and then ask the same thing by giving a link rather than the copy paste of the text. And in a lot of cases, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because it's still very buggy, frankly. And there you go. You can see browsing the web, clicking on the link, and it clicked on this link, and now it is thinking. It is also telling you what it is doing in the backend. Obviously, Google Bard so far is much more faster, but ChatGPT's answers are much better. You can see it is still thinking. It is going through the article, working really hard to go through the article. Let's give it some time and see if it is able to pull it off. And there you go. It is still reading the content, and it says finish browsing. And look at this, the 5 key point summary of the article. Guys, do you think this is insane? I don't know how many of you knew about this, but if you think this is insane, drop a insane in the chat. Now, all of a sudden, we can just share the link, and it is able to do a lot of stuff. And you can also use Google Bard and everything around it. How cool is this? Awesome. Yeah, it is subject to plagiarism, so you cannot just copy paste it. So there you go. It goes on to write. So I'm going to just stop it, but you get the idea. So it can summarize anything like pro. Moving on, it can help you write stunning cold messages, saving you tons and tons of hours, right? So how do you write this? Let's say this is what we will write. Let's say you want to write a cold email to the founder of Growth School asking for a job. Okay, so let's say I go to ChatGPT, the free version. I'm going to paste the question that I have, I'm going to click on the enter button. Oh, did I just send a blank space? Looks like I did. I'm going to do this again. Copy. And I don't think this is the best prompt, but just for speed, we're going to do this. I'm saying write a cold email to the founder of Growth School asking for a job. And here it comes. It says passionate marketer seeking growth opportunities at Growth School. Dear founder's name, I hope this email finds you well. My name is X. I'm reaching you out to you with great enthusiasm and work for the work that you're doing at Growth School. I'm a learner and marketer. I've been following companies' growth and impact and industry. Allow me to introduce myself. It has an introduction. What sets me apart is about them. And in my research about Growth School, I've been truly inspired by companies' commitment to empowering individuals and organizations through education and mentorship. I strongly resonate with Growth School mission. Here are a few reasons I believe I would be a great fit. Well, it is a good email. I have to say it is a good email, but it is not personalized. Right? It is making us stuff about Growth School. I clearly, if I read this email as a founder, I know for a fact this person has done zero research. But I got a great email for sure. Do you think it will be very cool if we can get AI to do even the research for us? That is, who is the founder name? Read about Growth School and write an email which is super personalized, because we all know personalized emails will get higher results. Do you guys want to see it on how we can super personalize these emails? Drop a yes in the chat. All right. And for that, we will use something called as Bing. Okay, my friends, what you're looking at right now is basically the Microsoft Edge browser. Okay, Microsoft Edge browser is basically having a feature called as Bing Chat. So once you download Microsoft Edge, which is a Chrome's competition, if you go to bing.com, let me go to bing.com, you will see an option called as chat here. In fact, this is only available on Microsoft Edge. So you have to download this browser. Once you do that, here is a very similar version of ChatGPT. It has 3 different styles: more creative, more balanced, and more precise. Now, let me ask the same question to Bing Chat. Okay, I'm going to say, write a personalized cold email to the founder of Growth School asking for a job. I'm going to click on send and let's see what it does for us right now. You see, I started to search for Growth School founder. So it's doing the research about me. And it comes up with an email. I can help Growth School grow faster. You look at that. Hi, WebHub. So it did the research about me. It is writing, I'm a huge fan of Growth School and the courses you offer. In the last email by ChatGPT, we didn't even see a hint of this, right? You can see this. This is crazy, guys. LinkedIn, and it says, I've taken your LinkedIn course and learned a lot from it. So it even knows that I have a course on LinkedIn. I'm writing to you because I'm looking for a job in growth marketing and I think I'm a great fit. I have 3 years of experience, Some results have achieved. I'm impressed how you have grown Growth School from the idea to raising $5 million in funding by partnering with top 1% instructors, and I would love to be part of your journey and help you to scale even faster. Guys, did this just save you easily 2 to 3 hours of research about the company and the founder? Yes or no? Did this save you easily 2 to 3 hours of your research time? We can make this even more powerful. Let's say I'm going to add one more line to this. Okay. That's a great question. I'm going to get to that. A good cold email will not get a job. A good cold email will get an attention. If I see an email like this, will I reply? Very, very high chance of me replying, right? Because very personalized. I know that this person has done some research. Now, let's make this even better. Okay. What I'm going to say is, rewrite talking about the recent social media posts of the founder. Now I'm going to make it even more personalized by saying, hey, great email, but please rewrite it by reading the recent social media posts of the founder. Let's see what it comes up with. You can see it is a little slow today. Overall, everything is a little slow, and I started to search for WebHub recently social media posts. So it's going and searching for my social media posts. Let's see if it can do even a better job. I can help you grow Growth School faster with AI. Okay. I'm a huge fan of Growth School and courses you offer. I've taken your LinkedIn course and learned a lot from it. I'm writing this to you because I'm looking for a job in growth marketing. I think I can add a lot of value. In over past 3 years, I've experienced all of this, and it is writing about, like all the things the person has done. Again, it talks about impressed by your Growth School from an idea to raising $5 million. I have some ideas. Look at that. Look at that. This is crazy. I have been following your Twitter posts and I'm amazed by how you showcase different AI tools like KI, Polyspeak, DMOR AI. I wrote a thread recently about tools of AI. I think these tools can be very helpful for growth marketing, and I would like to learn a lot from you. Now, AI has the idea of my social media posts as well. It's able to research and write a super personalized cold email. Guys, do you think this is 100x? This should easily take you 1 to 2 hours of research time. Drop 100x if you think this is, and somebody writes me an email like this, it will definitely get my attention. And now you know how you can write such personalized email. How crazy is this? Now, Bard has not got to a point where it can do such phenomenal job yet, but I'm sure it will get to that point really, really soon. Now, here is the beauty, right? It took us like 2 minutes to write an email, right? That to a personalized email, something that could take like an hour for us to write. But the real magic comes in when I can tell you that you can do this for hundreds of companies and write personalized emails at scale at hundreds of them and send them emails all automated as well, right? AI can do all this job for you, where not just it is rewriting the emails for you, but also the fact that is able to find the person's email, send them an email, and everything around it very, very personalized. And that is truly called as AI automation, and it can be done without writing a single line of code as well. Now, I'm not going to go deep into it. It needs tools like Zapier, Octopus, and connecting it with multiple webhooks, which is very, very simple, but it'll take me 2 to 3 hours to teach that. I definitely cover all of them in the intensive program, but this is where the power is unleashed when you automate things, right? With that being said, I want to jump. This is the first thing I want to show. It stopped working. So I'm going to do a quick try again during the break. Will AI take jobs is the question that I wanted to ask this meta human, I would say, and let us see what it comes up with.
Hello, Vaibhav. That's a great question. While it's true that AI has the potential to automate certain tasks and jobs, it's also important to remember that AI will create jobs and opportunities as well. AI can assist workers in their tasks and make their jobs easier and more efficient. Additionally, the development and implementation of AI technology requires skilled professionals in fields such as data science, software engineering, and machine learning. So, while AI may change the job market, it won't necessarily take away all jobs. Does that answer your question?
Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. This is 2 years old software, guys. This is a 2-year-old software. This is not even new. Imagine what it can do in the future. You won't believe if I say this, that there are tools which are like AI bots like this, with which you can do video calls and speak to them in a video call. And they are bots on the other side. It's all coming. The world is changing thanks to AI, I guess. Now, with all that being said, we want to take it a notch up. We have done a lot of them. I'm hoping that you're learning new things, right? But should we take it up a notch now? Should we go into some slightly deeper stuff right now? Let's go in the chat. Are you energized? There's a reason why we gave you a break right now. I hope all of you guys are energized right now, because you need to put in more focus than anything. Guys, I will share the links of all these tools towards the end. In the next 24 hours, you will get a link. You'll get an email with all the tools. So don't worry. I don't want to give any links right now. Right? With that being said, let's go. Now, let's take it to steroids. The first one that I want to do is a workflow to apply for jobs like a pro. How many of you people are here who would love to get some help from AI to apply for jobs like pro? Anyone here? Any job seekers out there? For all the founders and people who are hiring, watch out, because a lot of people in this call are going to do this exact process and going to blow your mind as well. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do some extensive research with this just now. And the workflow that I call this is called as a workflow for jobs like crazy. The first prompt that I put into this is, let me quickly open ChatGPT. There you go. And I'm going to put this prompt. Okay. I'm sorry, this is not the prompt. There you go. Yeah. You're an expert in marketing. This is a word that can change based on the job role that you have. If you're a if you're a developer, you can put developer there. If you're a product person, you can put product there. I would like you to review this CV and generate a 400-character summary that brings the most impressive parts of the resume. So first thing that I'm going to do, it's a 4-step process, guys. The first step that I'm going to do here is I'm going to give it my resume and ask it to analyze it for me. Now, sadly, I don't have a resume handy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just download my LinkedIn profile and call it my resume. Right. So let me quickly open my LinkedIn. Click on more, click on save to PDF. So it will just download my whole LinkedIn as my PDF, as a PDF. So I'm going to just do a full copy of this. It's too big. It's too big, but still it's okay. Right. And I'm going to copy. I hope it is copied. It's making a sound. No, it didn't. All right. I hope it copied this time. Yes, it did. You see, I just copied the bunch of text that was on the PDF and I just pasted here, hoping that saying that it's my resume. And the first thing that I'm asking you to do is saying you're an expert in marketing. Review my CV and generate a 400-word summary that highlights the most impressive parts of the resume. Why did I say marketing? Because my resume is very marketing driven, because I'm a marketer to start with, right? So I'm going to click on hit enter and let's see what it comes up with. There you can see that started to write. Vaibhav is an impressive marketing professional and growth hacker. As CEO and founder of Growth School, he has launched successful courses on growth hacking. He has helped Klook to grow. He has also worked for Uber and led marketing efforts to increase brand visibility. Vaibhav is sought after speaker and a consultant in industry. So it went through the whole resume and was able to give me this summary. Now it is important for me to have this, because using this, I can do a lot of stuff. We did something similar with a blog article as well, right? So using this, we can do a lot of stuff. First thing I want to do is I want to change my LinkedIn description, let's say. So I can ask it using summary, or let's say using the resume, generate a LinkedIn summary to improve my visibility and help me get a job. So I'm doing literally LinkedIn optimization using this. There you go. It comes up with a very nice summary. Wow. Hi, I'm Vaibhav Sisindi, a growth hacker, marketing expert, passionate about driving exponential growth for business with strong entrepreneurial spirit. I've successfully founded Growth School. I've grown Klook. I've made significant impact. Damn, this is actually pretty good. This is actually pretty good. In fact, it is so good that I'm going to right away update this. Can I do it better? 100%. There are no two ways around it, but I can pretty much go ahead and just update my LinkedIn, because my description is actually outdated. My LinkedIn description is actually outdated. So I'm going to just do this. It's crazy how this is. Save. Done. My LinkedIn description is now updated. Now, but this is not what I want to write, right? I want to do it a little better job, right? That is, let's say I want to apply for a lot of jobs. Guys, every time I'm looking on the other side, I'm trying to copy the prompts so that I don't have to write it and save time. So next thing that I want this AI model to do for me, now that it knows everything about me, is the fact that, let's say there are a lot of jobs out there. Okay. Let's say I want to apply for a job. So I'm going to say, let's say I want to apply for a marketing director position. Okay. Searching for that, I'm going to go to jobs. And there are all these roles that are open. Okay. Let's say I want to apply for this role, which is associate director of sales. Not really. Let's pick up anything. There you go. Director of sales and marketing at Ritz-Carlton, right? Let's say I want to apply for this job. For me to apply for this job, there are a few things that I have to do. One is that go through the job description. Two is that write a cover letter, which is, customized for this job description, or else there's a very low chance of me getting an interview call, right? So I have to write a resume and cover letter, which will resonate with the job description, and also try to analyze what are the things that I need to learn before I actually get an interview call, or before I get into an interview. The first thing I will make it do is this. I'm going to write a prompt. As my career advisor, I would like you to reword the CV I've just given you please tailor it for the following job advertisement to maximize the chance of getting an interview. Include any keywords mentioned in the job post. Now, this is important. The reason why I have inserted this is because there is something called as ATS, right? That system is basically AI system. A lot of times you must have applied for a lot of jobs, but you don't get a call back because the AI system in the middle rejects your profile. The reason, the keywords that they were looking for is not part of your resume. So I'm saying, make my resume part of the structure, organize the structure, summary, and experience in a method you deem best for the desired outcomes, advertisement. So all I have to do right now is copy this job description from top to bottom. Okay. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to just paste the job description right here. So I'm saying, hey, AI, you know my resume. Now here's the job description. Now rewrite my resume. Let's see what it comes up with. It also does come up with a LinkedIn summary, right? And I think it is a little off. I don't know why. So I'm going to make the prompt a little more clearer, right? It says, as a career advisor, I would like to reword my CV. So I'm going to just call it reword my resume I have just given you. Okay, let's see if this fixes the problem, because it thought I'm asking about the LinkedIn post for some reason. And guys, this is going to happen more and more as you're trying to do stuff that's going to make mistakes. Let's see if it understood. It still comes up with a LinkedIn summary for some reason. And I don't know why. Did I mention LinkedIn summary anywhere? Okay, I haven't. So I'm going to just redo this once again and see if something is wrong, or if not, I have to redo the whole stuff again, right? As my career advisor, I would like you to rewrite the resume I've given you. Please tailor it for the job description. And I'm going to end it again saying that, did you understand? So here I'm reiterating it. Did you understand? I'm going to click on submit and let's see what it says. It still comes with LinkedIn summary. I think something is off. So in cases like this, right, you just have to do this. Click on the freaking refresh button. That's it. That's all you have to do. And go back on this. Go back on this head again. You see, it gave me a LinkedIn summary again here. So I'm going to just read it. Guys, AI is still very, very early. So it's going to screw up in a lot of cases, right? I'm just going to save and submit. And let's see if it comes up with the right one. It still comes up with LinkedIn summary. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to slightly change this. Okay. Because I asked this question, maybe it's getting confused. So I'm going to go back here, click on the edit, and I'm going to remove this question completely. Okay. And I'm going to click on submit this time. Let's see if it can do a better job. And it does this time. It absolutely does. It has started to rewrite all the pointers just for me in the way I wanted. That is exactly what I am talking about, right? This is how you can troubleshoot these problem statements. So I can say, give me full resume. Give me full resume now. Now that it got the understanding, and there you go. It has started to give me my full resume all of a sudden, right? It must have made a few things, but this is basically your high-level resume. It's what it has given. It has gone through the job description. It has gone through your resume and has finally tailored a resume which is relevant for this role that we have given. Guys, do you think this is insane? I hope you're also learning how to troubleshoot this, right? When AI doesn't work for you, you have to start troubleshooting it, right? And all of a sudden, we were able to get a really powerful resume, right? Do you want to take this to the next level? Drop a boom in the chat. I'm going to show you something that will blow your mind. Okay, let's take it to the next level right now. Okay. And this is what I'll say. I would like you to create a table with 3 columns. The first column, experience required. List any desired experience in the job interview that CV doesn't show. In the second column, improvement. Write suggestions as how I will be able to acquire the particular skill with no previous knowledge. In the third column, priority. So I'm basically saying, go through my resume, go through the job description and tell me where I can do better. That's basically what I'm asking it to do. So let's see if it is able to do the job for us. Look at that, guys. It is going through my resume and it's telling me what all things I don't have in my resume and what are the things that I should pick up. You can see the job role has something called as marketing budget management, which I don't have on my resume. And it says, how can I improve it? Take an online course, attend workshops on budgeting and financial management in marketing. Next is federal regulations. This is something that I need to understand. Sales and marketing, this is something I have to understand. Customer satisfaction, also something that I don't have as a skill on my resume, and this role needs it. So it's saying these are all the things that you need to level up. And based on the priority, whatever has the highest priority, it's right there so that you can learn and be much well prepared as you're going into your job role. Do you think this is super duper cool? Drop a comment cool in the chat if you think what you just saw is super duper cool. We didn't only get our resume vetted by AI, we got a resume rewritten. You can, in the same way, you can get a cover letter as well. And on top of that, we were able to get a nice little table for where we should improve before the actual programs or before the actual interview happens. How crazy is this? In fact, to be very, very frank, right? It can get even crazier than this, where, you know, you can literally automate whole of this workflow where you can just give it saying that, hey, these are 100 jobs that I want to apply for. You give it a link, you say, can you write the cover letters and resumes for me? It needs you to have some automation skills and AI skills. You don't have to be a developer. Like I said, there are AI workflows that you can build up. It will take an hour or two to teach you guys that, but you can automate all of this and you can do this at scale, right? Not one after another. So essentially something that will take you maybe 20 hours can be done in 10 minutes or 15 minutes. This is something that I cover in the extensive programs, but it's very hard for us to cover all of this. But the reason I'm saying this is because so that you start at this point, go out and research if you want and build up the rest of the skill, because AI is incredibly powerful. Right now, how many of you would want to see this on how I can write a landing page without knowing how to code? By the way, I'm not a developer, I'm a marketer, but I can build a landing page in like 5 minutes. Obviously, not the best looking landing page, but do you guys want me to build a very nice landing page in like 5 minutes? Decent landing page in 5 minutes without writing a single line of code. I will write all the code using ChatGPT. Yes. All right. All the non-techies out there, get excited because AI is here to help you, right? I'm one of those people who always wanted to write code, but was never good at it. But now I can. So let me quickly show you how it's going to look like. I'm going to use a tool called as brackets. Okay. I'm going to use Phoenix now. Okay. Phoenix is basically a IDE where you can copy paste code and you will be able to see how the website looks like. Okay. So this is what I want to quickly do. And before I started this session, right, I wrote this actually. This is how the landing page looks like. It took me 15 minutes to do it, right? So a very simple landing page. Of course, you spend more time, you can get much better at it. And you can see it has written a lot of code. There are around 500 lines of code and 100% of this was written using AI. And I'll show you how I did it in 5 minutes right now. Okay, so I've already done the hard work of writing the prompt here, and I will share all the prompts with you any which ways towards the end. I mean, over email, so don't worry. So this is what I asked ChatGPT for. I said, you're an expert web developer who specializes in HTML5 and CSS. Write code for a website with HTML and inline CSS for a simple mobile website for ChatGPT workshop, which is called ChatGPT 101 workshop. This website could have a form in the top asking for name, email ID, phone number, and a big animated submit button in green color. I want all of them to be in a box, black. So I'm literally explaining how I want the website in simple text. I'm saying I want a section which has the title ChatGPT 101 workshop and the text below saying become 100x professional by learning how to use ChatGPT. I'm also saying add 3 sections below this form, and I'm saying who is this workshop for? What will you learn in this workshop? Big call to action. And I said font that I want to do is Roboto. So I'm literally writing text based on what I want as a website. I'm going to click on send button, and you can see this. It has started to write code right away. And look at the speed it is writing code at. When I see this, it blows my mind. You can see this, it wrote code, but it stopped here. I don't think the code is over because it usually ends saying that I'm done. That basically means, I told you, there's a limit of number of words ChatGPT can write, and hit the limit just now. That is about 2,500 words. So all I have to do is I'm going to say, continue. Sometimes it works. And you can see it has started to write the rest of it all of a sudden, but it is broken. So all I have to do is when I said continue, it started to rewrite it right here, right? So all I have to do is copy paste the whole code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to index.html, delete whole of the code that was written, right? And when I click on this refresh button, you'll see the website preview is gone. I come here, copy this code, come here, paste it. Okay, I'm going to come back again and I'm going to copy all of this code right now. Paste it again, go back to the bottom, paste it again. And I'm going to just do copy paste. That's all I do. That's all I'm good at as well. Yeah, because that's all code that I can write. I'm an absolute script kiddie. And there is some code here as well. I'm going to copy everything that there is. Right. And that's it. I'm going to click on this refresh button and see what has ChatGPT written. God damn, guys, don't you think this is crazy? This took us 2 minutes and this whole thing was written by AI. The whole code for the website that you see on the right side is written by AI. How crazy is this? 2 minutes. Now I can follow up saying, change the design, add this style, and it'll keep giving me code, which I can keep writing it. 3 minutes, guys. That's it. One prompt, 3 minutes later, this is where we stand. In fact, I rewrote the prompt slightly better, right? It all depends on what you write. So let's see. I rewrote this prompt and let us quickly see what kind of results we get here. So I'm going to click on new chat. Same thing. I wrote it slightly better. Let's see what it comes up with. There you see, it has started to write code again, like a machine. It is a machine. So, and it's writing more code, going on and it stops. I'm going to write again, continue where you left. And ChatGPT will be like, oh, yes, of course. And there you go. It has started to rewrite now, this time inside the code block. As it's writing, I'm going to just quickly copy the code here, go to index.html, paste this, and I'm going to come back here. Again, it has written the full code. I'm going to copy this again and paste it towards the end. And let's see the same thing, guys. You can see it is the same task. I wrote it slightly better this time, right? And see if the design is any better. Look at that. Look at that. Do you think this is much better? Just because my instruction was much more clearer, it gave me a different looking website all of a sudden, right? Of course, if I can keep asking it questions and I will keep getting some really, really cool answers. Guys, if you're having a good time so far, I would love to see some energy in the chat. Why don't you guys drop a boom? Come on, guys. I want some 1,000 booms coming my way. Bring it on. I want energy because the next thing that I'm going to show you is something that most of the people are not even aware of, right? So you guys are a lucky bunch of people who are in here. Awesome. Yes, drop a lot of booms here. That's the energy that is flowing in here. Brilliant. Get ready and get your eyes in the game right now because it's time to explore the future. These are things that 99% of people don't know about because these are the features on ChatGPT that are coming up next. So far, ChatGPT was very good with text. You saw it could do code as well. But what if I tell you ChatGPT can be your personal data scientist? How many of you are very, very good with data? And how many of you are not good? Good, not good in chat. Me, I'm average. Good, not good, average. What are you with data? Worst. What if I tell you after this, everybody will be insanely good with data? Because we will make ChatGPT work for it. You guys ready? Yeah, of course. If you have a degree in data science, of course you'll be good, right? I'm asking for all the people who are not data scientists or data people because ChatGPT can be that person for us, right? So I'm going to go back to new chat. Guys, this is a feature that not everybody has yet, right? But I'm going to show you something. We've basically worked with OpenAI directly, testing all the new features, and we have this access. And when I go to GPT-4 on this account, I hope you guys can see my screen. There is something called as code interpreter. Can you see this? I'm very, very, very certain 99.99% of people don't have access to this yet. But in next 2 to 3 weeks, if you don't have access to it yet, you will start getting access. But you're going to learn something that is right from the future. Okay. Thanks to the good peeps at, like OpenAI, who are good friends of ours, who allowed us to give all these features in advance so that we can teach you all of this. Right. So let's say this is a sheet. Sorry, my bad. Let me pull this in quickly. Let me show you a bunch of data right now. Okay. So this is data of people. I just want to hide the emails. This is data of people who are already part of our crazy premium generative AI community. And we know who they are, what industry they belong, how many work experience we have, what do they want to accomplish from this program, what topic do they want to cover specifically in this program, which city are they from, and their LinkedIn profiles. And we have how many people? We have data of 1,178 people. Now, I want to get very good understanding of who these people are and see if there are any correlation analysis that I can do. For that, I can use ChatGPT instead of me doing it myself if I don't know how to use data. So I'm going to quickly download this as a CSV. I'm going to quickly download this as a CSV. I've downloaded this as a CSV. I don't know if you can see this. There you go. I've downloaded this as a CSV. I'll go back to ChatGPT and I am in the code interpreter mode on. Now, so far, the only way to engage with ChatGPT has been text. The first time, you're going to see something else. I'm going to send this Excel file to ChatGPT. That's what is going to happen. I'm going to click on upload file. And I'm going to search for recents. I hope I can find it. No, I can't. So I'm going to quickly open this. Okay, I'm going to search for the file name. Search, file name, this Mac. And there you go. I've downloaded this file that I just downloaded right in front of you guys. It is a 391 KB file. And you can see this. All of a sudden, I'm sending ChatGPT not text, but uploading a file. And this is only possible in a code interpreter, which you guys will get access to this very soon. I told you this session will take you to the future. And that's what we are doing right now. I'm going to click on submit button. And let's see what happens. You can see it says, great, you uploaded the CSV file. What do you like me to do with it? It can help you with data analysis, visualization, cleaning, anything else that you might help with. So I'm going to ask a very simple question to it, saying, I want to see what all it's capable of. What all analysis can you do with this data? I'm going to ask a very simple question. And you can see this, to determine the types of analysis I can perform, I first need to load the file and its content. So it has started to work, and you can see it has started to write content in Python, right? It has started to write content in Python, and it uploads that file into its database. And it says the data appears to be responses of an onboarding form from a generative AI program. It has timestamp, emails, what you do, in which industry do you work. And it's also explaining industry in which respondents work, how many years of experience, the respondents' work experience. I didn't even explain what it is. So it is importing all the file, going through the sheet and understanding what all is present in the sheet. And based on that, it is saying I can perform all these analysis, descriptive analysis, demographics, expectations, topic of interest, visualization, and so on. So because I don't know what I want, I'm going to say, can you run all of them for me? So just to show you the potential of this, right? So I'm asking it to do all these analysis for me based on data. Again, you can see it has started to write code like crazy on Python. I don't understand a bit of what it is writing right now because I don't understand Python. And there you go. It says the basic descriptive analysis of your data set is it contains so many results. 919 of them are unique professionals. Respondents have mentioned working in 169 unique industries. The respondents are from 395 unique cities. So it's going through the data and it's giving me feedback of that. Now it says, now let's look at demographics of the respondents in terms of their professions, work experience, and the cities they come from. For more depth in insights, I'll identify the top 10 most common professions, industry, and cities, and we'll create a distribution of work experience. You see, I'm not doing anything. It is going through the data, and it is only imagining what kind of insights it can pull out, and it is writing code. Me, I'm just sitting and clicking on enter button. That's all I'm doing. And there you go. It says, here are the demographics. And look at that, guys. It has started to give me graphs. Guys, if you think this is insane, drop a boom in the chat. Top 10 professions: software engineer, student, founder, entrepreneur, service, product manager, business. Top 10 industries: work in tech, founder, marketing, freelancer, product. Top 10 cities: Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, so on. Work experience: there are a lot of people with more than 10 years of experience. And not just that, it is also giving me insights on everything about it, right? How insanely crazy is this? It doesn't stop there. It says, now let's analyze the text data from what do you want to approach? What do you want to accomplish out of this program? So it's starting to analyze this part of it. What do you want to accomplish from this program? It is going through all of this right now. And I'll provide you insights of respondents, expectations and insights. And it is saying I'll generate a word cloud. And look at this. It tried to write code and there's some error came in. So it says, apologies for confusion. It appears there's an error on what this is. The error could be due to an incorrect column name. Let's print the column to ensure we have corrected ones. It writes the code again and it fails. And it says, I apologize for confusion. Earlier, the correct column name is what you want to do with us to cover specifically in this program. Let's create a word cloud with that. You see, it made a mistake. It tried to understand what that mistake is. It wrote code for that, understood its mistake, and now it is trying to write the right code. And it has started to give me a word cloud. What do people want to accomplish out of this program? AI, learn, business, work. Not just that, what topics do you want us to cover specifically? And has given me a word cloud. Guys, word cloud is nothing but the bigger the size of the word means, the more commonly was this word used throughout. And it goes on and gives me all of this. When I just asked one question, that is analyze everything about this file. Do you think this is 1000x now? Drop a comment 1000x in the chat. When I saw this for the first time, it blew my mind. And it is in alpha. Imagine what this can do 3 years later. Everybody today with this tool can be a data scientist. I mean, not exactly a data scientist. Data scientists do a lot of work beyond it. As an individual, you can get a lot of insights without actually relying on a team. That is the madness of this. Somebody is saying we can't do it right now yet. Yes, 1 month away. Give it a month or two. If you don't have access to this yet, you will get access to this very soon. And it's going to be a reality in a couple of months, very, very soon. Right? That is what I wanted to show on how you can, guys, the ideas are limitless here, right? We have done some crazy stuff. I just uploaded one file now. I uploaded 4 different files and started to analyze the data, and it worked like charm. It was able to go through like hundreds of thousands of rows and was able to analyze everything and give me insights. Something I'm telling you very frankly, we have data analysts in our team, and I used to rely on a lot on them for even small things, because I didn't know how to write Python, or I didn't know how to do all of this complex stuff. So now if I clearly know what I want, I just do it myself in 15 minutes. Now, does this mean data analysts, data scientists, and all of these people won't have a job? 100% they will, right? But the number of people we need for them, number of roles that will be open will slightly come down. And 2 is data analysts and data scientists and data engineers can use tools like this to become 100x better, because they can leave all the dirty work to AI and focus on things that are important. And that is where AI is heading. So we saw text, we saw code, we saw data analysis so far, right? Now, let me jump into something cool. A lot of us thought that ChatGPT is all about talking to ChatGPT, right? That is, I ask some question, ChatGPT comes up with an answer. But very few people, again, have access to this. People who have GPT-4 and plus version will see this, and more people will get access to this, just like the code interpreter, and that is called as plugins. Now, plugins are a very interesting way for you to use ChatGPT system, but do more things that ChatGPT cannot do, right? There are a lot of other external plugins that you can connect to this to be able to get great answers out of this. And there are a lot of plugins. There's something called as plugin store, right? You can install external plugins and power of ChatGPT will become 100x more, right? So let's quickly search for something fun. I'll search for meme. Okay, so all of us, if I install this plugin, right, ChatGPT will become a meme generator for me, right? So I'm gonna select the meme generator plugin that I've installed already, and I'm gonna ask, create a meme on AI taking away jobs. Okay, it's not funny, guys, but you get the point. Like, let's see what it does. It doesn't work all the time. It is very, very early. That's why most of the people don't have access to it. And you can see using meme generator, it's using that plugin and it has come up with a meme. Let's see how it does. Okay. Guys, do you think this meme is funny? Now ChatGPT is all of a sudden creating memes for us. Right? Let's get into some more serious stuff this time. Let's get into some more serious stuff this time. I wanted to like just give you an example so that, you know, we start with some fun, right? There are hundreds of plugins right now, and you can do a lot of things with it. One of them that I really find it cool is, let's say, how many of you hate going through long PDFs to understand and read and everything around it, and wish that I wish AI could have gone through this PDF and told me what it is. 100-page PDF, 200-page PDF is so freaking annoying, right? So let's level us up right here. So there is a plugin called as Chat with PDF or Ask Your PDF. I'm going to select Ask Your PDF for this. There are a bunch of plugins which can do this right now, and they're all free for now. But again, right, not everybody has access to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this PDF. So this is a PDF that I want to analyze. This is basically like a research paper on code generation by OpenAI. It is a very, very complex paper, and I don't want to like read this paper per se, but I wanted to summarize, right? So I'm going to just say, summarize this PDF for me like I am 5-year-old. Because it's a technical PDF and I don't know how to do it, and I'm going to just share the link. Now, this tool should be good enough. It works most of the times, and I've been using this very extensively. It can go into the PDF, read the PDF for you, and you can see the PDF is about a big project by a company called OpenAI. They made a smart computer program called Codex that can write its own code. Now they want to study the Codex effects like jobs, business, and all. They have 6 important areas they have worked at. They also want other researchers to help them. It's like a big school project to understand how smart computer program changes the world. Because I said, explain this in to me like I'm 5-year-old. I can now do follow-up questions about this PDF. Can you write me 5 top pointers that I need to know? Let's see if it can come up with. Again, it will go through the PDF. You can see Ask Your PDF. This plugin is going to the PDF and it is trying to answer us questions again. And there you go. It says, sure, here are the top 5 pointers you need to know from the PDF. Productivity. Research will look into how Codex affects productivity, employment, skill development. Guys, I'm using an OpenAI document. You can upload your book. If you have a PDF book that you have, you can just upload that book here and start testing it out and start asking questions inside the book. Let's say you read some book sometime back and you really liked about something, but you're not able to know which paper or which page was that in. Just upload this and ask a question saying that, hey, I remember reading something about this topic, but I'm not able to find it in the book. Can you quickly summarize me about the same? Then AI will go to the PDF and summarize everything for you right there. Guys, do you think this is powerful? Don't you think this takes the power of ChatGPT 10x higher? Don't you think things like this will take the power of ChatGPT 10x higher? How crazy is this? Do you want to see one more example? Do you want to see one more example? Yes. Guys, just wanted to quickly check. From a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you learning today? From a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you learning today? Somebody saying Chitti the robo. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are having good time. I'm sorry if I'm scaring you. For all the people who didn't like it so much, I'm doing my best that I can. But thank you so much. With that being said, let's do something cool now. Let's do something fun. Okay. So far, every example that we touched based on, here we looked at one plugin. What if I tell you, you can work with more than one plugin at once? That is maximum of 3. So let's say I want AI to plan my next vacation. Okay, so I'm going to enable a few of the plugins. I'm going to enable Expedia, which can help me to book flights. I'm going to go to plugin store and I'm going to search for Klook, which is my last company that I worked with. I was heading Klook's business for India and Middle East. So Klook is a very cool website which can show me tickets of all the places as well. So I've installed both the plugins. I'm going to ask a question. What countries can I travel from India visa free and also has the least expensive flights? I'm asking this to ChatGPT. Tell me the visa-free countries and the least expensive flights to these places. It says, I don't have, as I'm AI, I don't have real-time stuff, but recommend checking latest visa-free stuff. But I think it should be able to come up with something. Okay, it doesn't do a good job for me here. So let's say I'm going to make it cheaper. Okay, which countries can I travel from India visa-free based on your knowledge? Basically, it's saying I don't have the updated information, right? So let's see if this works. You can see now it has given me a list of countries that I can travel without a visa, right? So if I want to travel really fast, I can pick up any of these countries. So ChatGPT is helping me to do that. Let's say I want to go to, let's say Thailand. I want to go to Thailand and have some good time there for a quick vacation. Now I want to know what is the price of the flights. So I'm going to just say, what are the, or show me some cheapest flights from Bengaluru, where I'm there, to Thailand. And that's all I ask. I'm asking for it to do my job. I'm saying, show me some cheapest flights from Bangalore to Thailand. That's it. That's all I ask. Now, obviously, it goes into Expedia right now, because Expedia is a website where you can book flights and hotels and everything, right? So it goes into Expedia right now, and it has started to look for flights for me. If I open this, it's gonna, it is basically pushing in some request to Expedia. If it works out, it'll give me an answer. Again, like I said, it's very, very early. So it doesn't give it's always not bang on pretty much per se. It is still taking time. I think the AI is not very fast today, so we have to give it some time. If it doesn't work, we have to try again, because that's what early AI is all about, right? And if this plugin doesn't work, I can always try a different plugin as well. So I'm going to click on refresh now. Okay, I'm going to probably try a different plugin this time. Okay, what plugin can I try? Let's give it a try once again for Expedia. If it doesn't work, we can try a different plugin as well. Show me some cheapest flight from Bengaluru to Thailand. Come on, AI, bring it on. There you go. It says going into Expedia again. Fingers crossed. If it doesn't work, sorry guys, we'll move on, but you get the idea. Used Expedia, and this time it worked. And there you go. Sure, I found some flights for you to Bangalore to Thailand. These flights are scheduled for a month from now, over a 3-day range. If you have specific dates in mind, feel free to tell me. I didn't give it specific dates because I wanted the cheapest flight, right? And you can see $146, which is 10,000 rupees to and fro from Thailand. That is cheap. And you can see AirAsia, Thai AirAsia, and you're getting all the flights about this. And I can open any of the link. If I just click on this, right? Or the links are right here. If I just click on them, it will open the Expedia site for me where I can directly book this, right? I don't want it. I can also say, can you help me book some top things to do in Thailand using Klook? So I'm like, I don't have the patience to research. I just want to chat. I want the top things to do in Thailand using Klook, because I know Klook has the highest stuff, and you can see it has started to write the API call there. and very soon it should be giving us a result if it is not slow as well. Let us see what it comes up with. It's taking a while. It's taking a while. Again, the same story, right? It's absolutely the same story. This time, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say this. Maybe Klook is taking time. I'm going to just say, can you show me some top things? This time it's using Expedia. So let's see if Expedia works. Again, guys, all of this is in early stages. That's exactly why not everybody has access to all of this stuff, right? So let's see if it pulls in this time. If not, we're just going to move on, but you get the idea. By the time this goes live, you will be able to play with it. It says used Expedia, and it says, I'm sorry, but I could not find specific activities in Thailand this moment. However, Thailand, so it is not able to do its job. So it's saying, I'm sorry, but ideally, I'm sure in a month from now, we should be able to get to a point where it can book the whole damn thing for us, right? And that was plugins, guys, something that is brand new into AI and ChatGPT. Now, imagine future, right? In the future, it's just us saying something and AI will do everything for us. That is where we live in. So it's all about asking the right question. Now, I'm going to show you a very cool tool right now. It's called feedly.com. You see, a lot of people ask me, Vaibhav, how do you stay up to date with your content when it comes to all this AI stuff? Because it's moving so fast. How do you stay on top of it? There's so many articles coming your way. It's very, very hard to keep on top of it. I use a tool like Feedly. Now, Feedly is actually pretty cool. Now, what it does is you can set up a keyword and it uses AI. So I've set up a keyword on Feedly called as ChatGPT. Once I do that, every time there's a new article on ChatGPT anywhere on the internet, it will show me. You can see 1 hour back, there was a new article saying ChatGPT, a sizzling sensation in tech world. And then you can see, do you know ChatGPT has a temperature mode? And then it says, first steps using LangChain and chat. Everything around ChatGPT that comes in, I can see them in a feed right here. So all I have to do is every time I have some time, I just have to come to Feedly to check these things out, right? So it's actually pretty cool. This is how I stay on top of my game so that I don't miss out on anything that happens about it. But wait, when I say this, do you guys want to see something that I do beyond this? I actually set up an automation for this. Do you guys want to quickly see how it looks? Yes. See, I'm going to be very, very frank. Okay. Feedly is amazing, but I really don't have the time. I really don't have the time to open this. I keep forgetting because I don't have top of my mind saying that, oh, I have to open Feedly to check out new ones. So what did I do? I made AI to do the work for me. I realized I'm most active on Slack, right? Because I'm a founder, everything runs on Slack. So I said, if there is a way AI can go through these articles, summarize them for me, and tell me if this article is good or not, and give me like a virality score, right? And give me a link as well. And if it lands directly on my Slack, I'm active there. So there is no chance I'm going to miss out on any new ideas that comes in. So I set up an automation into my Slack. I'm going to quickly show you this. Maybe I should have thought about this before, but again, there you go. Have fun. So I have made AI to automate this for me. Okay. In and out. I don't know why it doesn't show up. Okay. So this is how it looks, guys. You can see this right here. Right. You can see this right here where it says IdeaBot. This is a channel that I've created. And you can see like when like in like some time back, let's say about 8 p.m. ish, unleash the power of ChatGPT, the future of AI chatbots. The topic came in. I have written a prompt using automation where it also checks what is the probability of this topic going viral so that I can decide if I should create a piece of content about this on my LinkedIn or anywhere. It also summarizes the whole article for me and also gives me a link to the article. So basically what I've done here is I've automated Feedly. Every time there's a new article that comes on Feedly, the article is automatically summarized by ChatGPT. It also analyzes if this article has the potential to go viral and sends that information to me on Slack. That way, I don't miss out on anything new that comes up, because I might forget going to Feedly, but I'll not forget going to my Slack. I do this using a couple of RSS feed tools, using a tool called Zapier, and using all the API connects. Again, it's the beauty of AI comes in when it can do the job for you in parallel, when you don't have to do it. Right? It's automation plus AI is where you become 100x version of yourself. Obviously, for me to teach you all this stuff, it was going to take a lot of time, but I thought I wanted to quickly show you. Do you think that is cool? Do you think that is cool on how we are using AI to literally save us hours and hours of time? Drop a comment cool in the chat, maybe. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Brilliant. Yes, Feedly has a free version, but I use the paid version here. But again, going on. Guys, so far we dabbled around text, but generative AI is not just about generating text or code. AI can generate a lot of things. It can do text to text that you just saw. It can do text to image. It can do text to video. It can do image to text, and it can also do video to text. There are a lot of tools like that. There's Stability.ai, there's Runway ML, there's DALL-E, and a lot of other tools, right? Now, do you want to explore something insane? Now we have done a lot of tech stuff. Do you want to do something with image, video, and audio? Are you guys ready to see some magic? I want 1,000 booms in the chat if you want me to show you this. 1,000 booms in the chat, guys. I want full energy, because what you're going to see right now, if your minds are still not blown, it will be blown right now. All right, let's make this happen. Let's make this happen right now. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to use AI to do some magic with audio, video, and everything around it in the next module. First, I'm going to write a rap song and make it sound like Snoop Dogg. Do you guys want to see this? Do you guys want to see this? Do you guys want me to create a rap song in front of you in 5 minutes? Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to close everything else. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Hopefully it works. It's a little slow today, right? I'm going to go and ask ChatGPT saying that, hey, write me a rap song. That's basically what I'm going to ask it. There you go. Write a rap song like Snoop Dogg, because I wanted to rap like Snoop Dogg on the topic of how degrees are becoming. I'm sure Snoop Dogg is never going to write on this topic or rap on this topic. Irrelevant, and skills is what matters. So ask people to focus on skills over certificates. Okay. Again, this is what we believe in Growth School, but I want Snoop Dogg to write a rap on this. And there you go. It has started to write like magic. You'll listen up. I got a message to deliver. About the topic that making a society sure. Degrees ain't everything. Let me make it clear. It's all about skills. Don't let the fact disappear. Wow. Do you think this is not bad, right? This is a pretty good rap. If you think this is good, drop a comment. Wow, or good or great in the chat. Back in the day, they said get that degree, but times have changed. It's a different degree. But you can study for years and rack up the debt. But if you lack skills, you are still a safe bet. God damn it. Insane, right? Insane. Now, do you guys want me to make Snoop Dogg sing this rap for you? I'm not great a singer. But do you want us to make Snoop Dogg sing this right now? Boom in the chat, we'll make that happen. Boom in the chat and we will make that happen. I'm not going to get the whole thing done. I'm going to pick up a small bit. Okay. Let's do it. It's going to be super fun, right? Yeah, I mean, Snoop Dogg is one example that I think of. And for this, we're going to go to a very cool tool called as UberDuck, right? I'll share links of all these tools with you so you don't have to worry about it, right? I'll go to home and there is something called as text to speech. I'm going to select that. Once I do that, there is a voice that I can select. I'm going to make it Snoop Dogg. Where are you, my friend Snoopy? There you go, Snoop Dogg. He's a rapper, Snoop Dogg. And I'm going to paste the text that I just copied, right? I'm going to obviously have to delete this, all these nonsense that is there. For example, it says chorus. I'm going to delete this. Is there anything else like that? There's a verse too. Okay, anyways, screw it. I've entered the rap into this AI model. I'm going to click on synthesize. Now, what this model is doing is it already has listened to every song of Snoop Dogg before. So it knows how Snoop Dogg sounds. Now, the model will deliver an audio exactly like Snoop Dogg, or it'll try to do it. You tell me if that is fair or not. I'm going to play it right now.
Yo, listen up. I got a message to deliver. About a topic, chest making no so.
What do you guys think, guys? Drop a boom.
Everything.
If you
Let
think
me make it clear.
insane.
It's all about skills. Don't let that fact disappear. Back in the day, they say get that degree, but times ain't changing.
All right. Should we actually make a song? Should we add some music and actually make a song right now? Yes. Yes. Let's do it. Let us do it. Okay. So what I've done is I've actually already downloaded audio for that. Okay, there you go. I have Audacity. This is a free tool where you can make music basically, right? So let me first download this. I'm going to click on actions and I'm going to click on download. There you go. I have the music downloaded. So I'm going to just upload this into Audacity. Just drag and drop into this. And there you go. The Snoop Dogg's song is here. Just let's play. Okay, it's working. Now it's time to add some music. Obviously, guys, there's a lot of music, free music sites that are available. I have already downloaded one. Let me try to pull that out quickly for you guys. Okay, not able to find it. Give me a second. Let me quickly pull that music that I downloaded. Where is it? Where is it? There you go. Found it. Found it. Okay, there was this site called as Pixabay. That's a site where I could download, where you could download free music, and that's a site that I used here. Right? It's called Pixabay, if I'm not wrong. There you go. Pixabay. I think, yeah, Pixabay Music. It has a lot of free music, and I downloaded one, and that was this one. It's a free music that I quickly downloaded. Now, okay, now that we have this music, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna upload that music into this tool. Okay, I'm gonna drop that music down. I'm gonna drop it here, and there you go. The bottom one is music. I know, looking at the waves, that it is slowly picking up, and this is where it picks up. So this is my song. I'm gonna just copy this, Control X. I'm gonna put my mouse here and Control V. So I just don't want the rap to start here. I want to rap to start from here. So it will start from music. Can you guys hear this? Can you guys hear this? No? Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna show you this very soon. Okay, so I've just done this. Looks like you can't hear this. So I'm just gonna click on export as an MP3. Okay. I'm gonna just name it something. Copy, I'm gonna save this. Okay. Okay, there you go. I've downloaded it. I've saved it right now. Now let me quickly pull that in for you guys and let me play that for you. Okay. Now you tell me what it looks like. I didn't even hear the whole thing, by the way.
Yo, listen, I got a message to deliver.
What do you guys think, guys?
Topic, chest making no so shoes. Degrees and etiquette, everything. Let me make it clear. It's all about skills. Don't let that fact disappear. Back in the day, they say get that degree, but times ain't changing. It's a different decree. You can't study for you. Rack up that debt.
All right. I hope this was fun. But that's the beauty of AI. We just made Snoop Dogg sing for us for free, right? Quickly moving on because there's a lot more to cover, right? Quickly moving on towards the end, we're going to do something which will blow your minds again, right? Next is text to image. You can actually generate some kick-ass images using AI, right? And for that, you need a tool called as Discord, and the name of the software that we're going to use is called as Midjourney, right? So there's a tool called as Midjourney, using which if you just give it text, it can give you images. Okay, if you see all of these images are generated using AI. These are the ones that I have created, right? You can see the intern guy is right here. This was me trying to create Mukesh Ambani in streets of Mumbai. This was Steve Jobs in Indian attire, and this was Elon Musk in Indian attire. I've created all of them just to play with them. In fact, there's a community feed as well. All of these images, can you believe, are generated using artificial intelligence? How? Look at these images. All are created using AI. Do you guys want to quickly see how you can do it as well? Do you guys want to quickly see how you do it yourself as well? Yes. Okay. For that, you need a tool called as Discord. Okay. Once you have installed Discord, when you sign up for this software called as Midjourney, it will automatically ask you to join their Discord. Okay. Now I have joined Discord already, and this is Midjourney, right? This is the Midjourney Discord tab, and this is where you can generate images. So I'll go to this newcomers room called as Newbies 26, and I can literally write whatever I want, and it will generate an image for me. Let's say, imagine. This is the keyword that you have to add, /imagine, and I can write whatever I want, and it'll create one for me. Let's say, I'm going to say Elon Musk like Superman. Okay. It has full imagination. It knows what Elon Musk is, and it should be able to generate. You can see it says waiting to start because it's not real time. It takes some time for it to work. So you can see it is saying waiting to start. So let's give it a couple of minutes. There you see it has started to generate, though you cannot see what is there yet, but you'll soon be able to understand what is there. Okay. Again, it says 15% done. You can slowly start seeing Elon Musk. I don't know if I see a Tesla one as well. And this is all using AI, guys, all using AI. AI is generating an image which doesn't exist in this world. It has both paid versions and free versions for this. Free version is limited. Paid versions are very good. 93% done. I hope you are able to see the options. And there you go. What do you guys think of these outputs? Don't you guys think this is insane? Elon Musk as Superman. Drop a comment insane in the chat if you think this is insane. Right? How cool is this? Now I got an idea. We were able to do this, right? What if, yes, you can do a lot of stuff. You can make it better by keep prompting it. Should we create a Snoop Dogg in Indian attire and make him sing that song? Guys, should we make a Snoop Dogg in Indian attire and make him sing the rap that we just created? Would you guys want to see that? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's make Snoop Dogg actually sing a song using AI. Okay, so I'm going to say, imagine photorealistic image of Snoop Dogg wearing Indian attire, looking into the camera. Okay, you can explain it however you want. That's what I want. So that's what I wrote. Let's see what we get out of this. It could come up with a very bad image. It will come up with a really good image. So let's see what it comes up with. You can see it's starting to generate slowly. This is the one. It says 0% done. Let's see what it can come up with. I'm very excited to see this. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. I see what's happening in the back end. I don't know if you can see it through the screen because I have a 4K display and rendering will lead to some loss, I'm sure. I'm sorry. Where's this? You can see it is coming through 78% done. God damn it. This is too good, man. This is too good. 93% done. Oh my goodness. Look at this, folks. Look at this. Do you think this is damn nice? Which one do you like? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Which one do you like? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Okay, looks like 1 is winning so far. So I'm going to pick up the first one, right? Let's say I want the first one to be picked up and to be energized. So I can just click on U1 and it will automatically make the first one bigger. You can see it is scaling up, and here comes the full high quality image of Snoop Dogg in Indian. I right click, save image. And I want to save this Snoop Dogg SD. Okay, cool. Let's save this image. Now that we have saved the image and we have this very cool wrap.
But if you lack skills,
What can we do to make this image sing? What can we do to make this image sing? For that, I have something clearly handy. We have a very, very cool tool called as ChatDID. Okay. And we're going to use that tool for this. I'm going to share the link of this tool so you don't have to worry. I've done a test run of this and it looked incredibly well. I'm going to click on create video. Okay. And here you can see I have my avatar as well. So I can click on add and I have to upload the picture that I just generated. I'm going to click on the add button and I'm going to just search for this image that I just downloaded and I'm going to open that image. There you go. The Raja, Maharaja, or the King attire of Snoop Dogg is getting uploaded. Right? I hope this works out. And there you go. It is uploaded. Now I have to do is there is something called as upload audio. I'm going to go here and I'm going to upload the rap that we just created. Okay. Upload your voice. Search for the rap that we just created and I'm going to open it inside. Okay. So it's generating, uploading the rap inside. Okay. It says uploading done. And I'm click on generate video here. This is what it looks like. I'm click on generate. This is one I had generated today while playing with this. But I hope this works out. It takes a couple of minutes to come through, but the result is going to be truly mind-blowing. I'm going to show you the result very soon before I get to it. But here are some things that I've created. I'll show you the result towards the end. It takes 2-3 minutes, right? So we just created, like I said, I have done these stuff as well with Elon Musk, and we just did some mind-blowing stuff. Now, I promised as this is getting generated, I will show you once it is done. It takes a while, so I don't want to wait. I promised you guys that I'll show you some insanely powerful tools. If you guys go ahead and drop a comment on the links that we shared, dropping your fair review inside of that, right? So let me quickly run you through all the mind-blowing tools that I wanted to show you guys. And hopefully by then the video should be ready, right? So I know most of you people have not done it. My team just sent me saying that only 130 people have done it. If you found this workshop to be helpful, please feel free to do it even later. I will appreciate it. But you know what? I'm going to keep my end of the promise and I'm going to share some 6 insane tools that you should definitely check out using AI. And after that, go in, the video is ready. We're going to play it right after that. Number 1, the AI tool where you can make money. Now there's a tool called as promptbase.com. You saw I wrote a lot of prompts. The moment you get to a point where you can write your own prompts, you will be able to sell your prompts on this and people buy good prompts. So become a good prompt engineer and start uploading your prompts and start making money because people are diggers for good prompts. Next one is you can make AI your actual quiz master. And this I do using this tool called as Vizdolia. It's a Chrome extension. I've already installed it. The tree icon that you see is Vizdolia. And let me show you how this works. Okay. I'm going to quickly open the Growth School website and go to one of our newsletters. We have kick-ass newsletter, guys, by the way. You should go check it out. Newsletter World. And let me open this. Let's say you read through this article because you found it really nice. But a lot of times we read and we forget. What Vizdolia can do is it can go through the article and then can start asking you questions about this article so that once you've read it, you are quizzing yourself. Did you actually understand it or you just thought that you understood everything about it? So you can see Vizdolia has an option called as generate flashcards. The moment I click on that, it is going through the article that is on the website right now, and it will start asking me questions about the same website. You can see what is Figma? And then if you don't know what that is, it will reveal the answer as well. You see, the next question is a design tool that becomes essential for designers worldwide. What is that? There you go. It is Figma. I can move on. What is Ando? It can also reveal the answer. It's a plugin for Figma that creates design based on textual prompts. So it's like it's quizzing you. If you actually understood and read this article, you think you did. That's the second tool. I'll share all the links of these tools with you towards the end. Next is, I know all of us hate creating slides. Tommy.ai is a very, very powerful tool with which you can create slides on any topic you want in seconds, if not minutes. All you have to do is give it a topic and it will generate slides for you on the go, right? So I'm going to click on this create button that's right here, and I'm going to give it a topic. The topic that I'll say is AI versus jobs, or let's say AI for better education. I'm going to click on enter. You see, I'm not doing anything right now. It is basically AI starting to generate the outline and saying, are you happy with the outline? I'll say continue. Again, you can see it has started to generate slides. Look at the corner, guys. It has started to generate slides, and not just that, it is also starting to upload images. All the presentation is done just by giving it a topic. You can see that all these slides are just done in front of us using AI. It has also generated images on the fly. How many hours can you save with this if you just give it more information? You can just paste the outline that you have back of your mind and AI will do the job for you. The next one that I want to show you is how can you make your free mic sound like a studio mic. There's something called as Adobe Podcast, and it's incredibly powerful. In fact, I'll share the link with you guys towards the end. If you upload a very shitty audio, it can give you an output like if it was shot in a very expensive mic. That's what this tool does. Next that I want to show you is a tool which can help you edit video just like you're changing text. It's called Descript. I already have it installed, so I'm going to quickly want to show you. Okay, this is how Descript looks like. By the way, all I've done is uploaded a video right here, and you can see it has automatically converted the whole video into transcript here, right? Let's say I play this video now.
I had 3 tuitions. So I was literally working for 15, 16 hours a day while I didn't enjoy doing it.
So let's say I don't want to have this line, or I don't want this content to be there. I can just select the text, hit delete, and it will edit the video. That part of the video is gone
26, 30
just by editing the text.
Dude, here's the thing, okay? I didn't enjoy doing
You see, it skipped
okay?
it. It doesn't exist anymore. So you literally edited the video just like you edited text. And that's the power of AI using Descript. The next one I want to show you is how can you create your own ChatGPT bot. There's a very, very cool tool called as Po.com. On this, you can create your own bots by just clicking on create a bot, tell what the bot should do, and you will be able to create your own bots. Read up a little more about Po.com. It is super duper fun. And finally, before I come to this topic, right, I wanted to show you the video, right? We built a video. How many of you guys are excited to see the video? Drop a me in the chat. Drop a me in the chat. Come on, guys. Let's bring some energy in. All right. Let's see how it looks.
Yo, listen up. I got a message to deliver. Lot of talk with chest making no so see sure. Degrees and etiquette, everything. Let me make it clear. It's all about skills. Don't let that fact disappear. Back in the day, they say get that degree, but times ain't changing. It's a different degree. You can't study for you up that debt. But if you lack skills, you still a safe. Skills or certificates, that's the new way. Don't let so see lead you astray. Got hustle, got a grind, gotta lay on what you came.
Let me show you the other one also that I created. It is not perfect, Vamsi. We did it 2 minutes. What do you expect?
Yo, listen up. It's time to drop some knowledge about the system. They taught us back in college. Snoop Dogg, get your set to record straight. Degrees and everything. Let me elucidate. See, they push us.
All right, guys. This is the power of